everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Uncle's Farm. Today, we are going to finish square baling. I did all that stuff over there, just because it was kind of boring, just going up and down and hauling the equipment, hauling the bales and all that stuff. Now, I do have 2 new purchases that I bought from selling the square bales. I got around, I think it was 7 or 6 grand from that. So I bought a Case IH 20-foot field cultivator and an old, I think it was like a 94 or 98 planter, John Deere, 8-row planter. So we managed to buy one of those, and then as you can see, I am very broke. So hopefully we will be able to get enough money. I ran some calculations for the harvester and the bean head and all the co-op costs that I've been talking about, like the lime, the side dressing with the anhydrous, the sprayer, all that stuff that I would need to get my crop yielding pretty good. Totals out in that combine and gravity wagon and the header for it totals out to about 90 or 80 grand, yeah. So, and that would only, my combine would only have an 18-foot header. So I've tried to figure out, maybe we could do a live stream potentially on getting all of our beans combined. We could do a live stream if I could get that to work. If not, then I'll end up doing like a really long, or I'll just do an episode on it and just combine the whole thing on off camera, because I don't think you guys just want to see me going up and down and unloading it and then dumping the gravity wagon in the grain bins. Just all that stuff's kind of boring. But we are almost gonna have another full rack. I got a full rack, and then part of this, all these bales didn't come off this field, but yeah. So we got pretty good yield. Let me see if I can use some of this momentum. This is gonna be kind of unrealistic. See if we can get this. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Alright, and then we will square rail this little area, this bit of ditch hay, and then also I talked to the DOT, and they said that they have some other hay ground that I could bale. Now, it's kind of farther north of us, where I'm at right now, and the hay ground would be, I think it was about like 50 acres in total. It's a bunch of like ditches, patches, just a bunch of oddball stuff. I think one of them is right by the dealership. So we would bale all that, and I think hopefully that'll make us our 80 grand that I'm estimating that we will need for just being able to harvest our crop next year. So we better hope that we can make 80 grand next year. Otherwise we are gonna be kind of done for. I mean, if it really comes down to it, I could talk to the co-op, or yeah, no, that's right, they only do, that's right, crap, okay, they don't do custom combining. I would have to talk to a neighbor or something about, or someone about getting or renting a combine and gravity wagon. Probably, you know what, I forgot to add this cost in, but it's probably going to be another like 5 grand to get a auger and an unload auger, just because of the bin site that I have right now. Oops, sorry, car. Because the bin that I have right now requires an auger, and you got an unload auger. This is yielding pretty good, so I think we'll probably get around maybe a little less than 2 stacks of squares. But I will see you guys once I get all of this baled, and I will actually probably be down there at the start of that hay ground, that ditch hay and all that stuff. I'll be down there with this tractor, and well, you might see a different mower, just because, well, we already had issues cutting a ditch like this, and this isn't really steep, at least in my opinion. So probably gonna trade mowers. Maybe get a sickle bar mower. Probably not though, because them things are tiny, and I don't really want to go at 2 miles an hour and cut like 3 feet. But so you can actually see our CRP right now. There's a little section over here, and then there's CRP, and then there's a big chunk of CRP, which you can see right there. We'll let these cars pass. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, turned around here. So yeah, I will see you guys once I finish getting all of this hay baled, and you'll see me down there with maybe a mower. Alright guys, so we just sold our square bales. We made $5,800, which is pretty good. So that's a really good start to all the money that we're gonna need to make. It's always about money. Better wait for that car. But I will show you guys the pieces of hay that we are going to cut. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get 2 cuttings out of them this year. It's gonna be really late if we do. That's why, considering just not even trying to get a second cut, because if we do, then there's gonna not really be a lot there. But I guess we could always try it, I guess. So up here on my left, there is a big patch of CRP. Now I know the guy personally. He just does it there. He actually, he's an old guy. He doesn't own, or he just rents out that farmland. So I think if I can get at least 1 cut of CRP off of that, then that would be good. So all this stuff around the dealership, we are allowed to cut. I talked to them. They said yes. So we would cut all this big stuff, kind of along here and all that. But yeah. So I traded in our mower, and I got a new one. This one is a little bit smaller, but I can almost guarantee that, or I'm like 80% sure that it will do a much better cutting job. So up here on our right, all of this ground, all the way up to the highway, to that cornfield we can cut. We're gonna cut that. All of this stuff, all that stuff that wraps around that, all that. Okay. We got all this. Basically, we got a lot to cut. And that's just the start. Let me see here. We got this little bit, that little bit, that little bit. I might not cut that. This little bit. And then right where the mower is parked, that section. So basically, what I'm saying here is that we have a lot to cut, and I'm gonna be here for a hot minute. Hopefully I can make like 35 grand off of this, so if I do make it come in for a second cut, I'm hoping for like, or at least I can make, I'm hoping to make like 90 grand a total. Just so I'll have enough for all the other expenses. And then I had one of my buddies give me a ride for a couple times to get the baler and the rake and the mower down here, the new mower. So this is a International 1490 International Harvester haybine, and if we want to, we can open up these side covers. Look at these belts. It's looking pretty good. Put that coat back down. Let's check on this side. Let's check right here. Yep, this chain looks good. Yep. Alright. Let's go around here. Check all these sickle sections. Yep, them look good. The reel looks fantastic on this. This feels like, I think, an 80s or late 80s or early 90s model, so hopefully we'll be able to cut this green grass pretty good. So yeah. I'm gonna get all this cut. I'll probably check in, or yeah, I'll get all this cut, because I'm probably not gonna record much of it, me doing this, because I don't think you guys want to just see me going up and down and up and down and up and down. In my opinion, I guess that's kind of boring. So thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am. And I will see you guys next time on Close Farm.